all my guys, girls, gays, theys, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I'm your host with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, the hardest woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
Joining me, of course, my lovely co-host over here. The Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing, the Rhodes family, eating the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my little devil Adam Colt, baby, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah.
Katie. Hi, Katie.
A big emphasis on the gays and the theys. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
I know it's Pride Month. It's gay month once again.
Woo! Yay!
Because we support they, thems, and everyone in between, as Katie said.
Hell yeah. Guys, girls, gays, days, everybody in between. Come to mama. That's me.
I saw you went to a parade, right? You went
Oh, yeah. Pride down in Pittsburgh. Nice parade. It was so fun. I think this is actually I have to double check. I think this is the day I actually came out as bisexual 4 years ago.
Congratulations.
How I don't remember, I don't know. Let me just quickly double check here. I think it is. Happy coming out day to me.
Congratulations.
Yeah. That was fun. I'll post something later. Or tomorrow. I don't know anymore.
We'll see.
Anyway. You guys can watch us live here on youtube.com/ShElite Showcase or twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. Twitch, monies.
Just a little bit.
A little bit of monies. YouTube, no monies.
Cero monies.
Cero dinero. And you can subscribe there. You can like. You can comment. We're 5 away, as I checked yesterday.
5. Okay. Good. I need to think of something still. I still haven't thought of anything. I mean, I could crack a confetti egg since y'all never seen what confetti eggs. All y'all up north.
Yeah, because I still remember when you brought that up. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I really didn't realize that it was, I guess, I don't know if it's a southern thing or just a southwestern thing.
Maybe it's just a Texas thing?
Maybe it is just a Texas thing. Let me see. I'm going to Google it. Maybe AI can answer for me.
One of the only good things AI is good for.
I know, right? Are confetti eggs Texas exclusive?
Texas exclusive.
Let's see.
Because I'm so curious.
Not exclusive to Texas, but they are a popular tradition in the Southwest, particularly areas with strong Mexican and Mexican-American communities. They are widely enjoyed in Texas, California, New Mexico, and Arizona. So, yes, a very Southwestern thing.
Okay. Now we know.
Southwest. Not airlines, but Southwest.
Shout out to Southwest. I fly
Actually,
Southwest.
no shout out to Southwest, because I think hopefully my boy don't have to check in a lot of shit, but you don't, or no, I think it's starting next year when you have to pay for checked bags now.
Oh, no, I think that's this year, but I never check a bag, so I know. It doesn't affect me.
For y'all, and I'm going to check a fucking bag, and I need to look fucking fantastic for whatever it is I'm going to do. I even plan on getting one of those nice bags that hold for suits and stuff. So I need for my fit, I already told you what it is, Katie. I need to buy the stuff, but I got a month.
You got a month.
So need to talk to Pop Garcia, but
Pop Garcia.
Katie said so. Because Katie Kinsey said so.
I should make that a shirt.
You should. You really should. But yeah. We're slowly approaching y'all in. I'm very excited. But yeah. Southwest, you're on my shit list. While Katie goes into news and rumors, I'm gonna Google when this started to see if my boyfriend's ticket, if he gotta pay for checked bags.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, I will say they're on a shit list because they're going to get rid of the, Hunger Games type seating where you can just sit wherever the fuck you want.
I know, they're going to do assigned seating now, right?
Yeah, which I don't like.
Bullshit. That is one of the only things I liked about Southwest. One of the main things. Because even American, you could check bags in. but you have assigned seating, and I'm like, that's some bullshit.
I don't know. Just let me sit where the fuck I want. Like,
Let me go to if like I'm one of those people where like I like a window seat because first of all I never get up. I don't go to the bathroom or nothing. Okay,
nope,
I don't
either.
get up. I don't get up for shit on a plane. So I'm like I love the window seat, and also because I get to look out the window. But yeah, I'm one of those people where it's like, all right, if I gotta go to the very fucking back to get a window seat, I will. I don't fucking care. So
I usually just like chill somewhere in like the middle. I'm like, it's whatever. But no, yeah. So anyways, news and rumors. So some contracts expired.
dude, what a day or what a few days.
Yeah. I'll start from like least crazy to craziest. There were 3 that were like kind of mentioned. Valhalla, formerly known as Sarah Logan, her contract was expired and was not renewed. I mean, she wasn't really doing much. She also just had another baby, like I think end of last year.
Sorry, the cusp. It went into effect on May 28th, and I got the ticket on May 21st. So that was by 1 week.
Are you sure you still don't have to though because it's after?
No, I think you get grandfathered in. So if you bought the ticket like before then, I think it shows when you purchased the ticket.
Okay. You better want to double check that too.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, so Valhalla, deuces. Carlito, also contract expired, not renewed. And if you watch Monday Night Raw, no PS5, no TV on. They were not playing games. So Carlito took the PS5 with him in the divorce. That's what he got. And the biggest one, to the surprise of many,
the internet was pissed, and rightfully so.
We knew him as Ron Cena a few weeks ago. R-Truth. Now, this man, who doesn't age, has been wrestling, I think, longer than I've been alive, which is, I'm almost 30, so he's been wrestling a long time. Again, just had his match with John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event, which I'm very happy he got before that.
His childhood hero.
That Ron Cena farewell tour got a little too real. True.
I know. I'm like, wasn't it supposed to be the John Cena farewell tour? The fuck?
Yeah. And so I just saw it on TikTok. Apparently he was a part of the Money in the Bank like photo ops.
That's fucked.
And they took him off. So, R-Truth, whatever you end up doing in your life, we all love you. The internet loves you. Your fellow wrestlers love you.
Everyone
aren't allowed to express it on TV.
Everyone is saying he needs to show up at AEW and just like think it's like the WWE. Like, no, this ain't Monday night, and no, it's not Monday night. Oh, well, it's supposed to be.
A lot of people are saying that, and like, because a lot of former WWE people work over there, so it could like all of like the hurts, and it could basically
I saw this one tweet. He's gonna go by R false. I'm like, that is the dumbest shit I've.
Not our false.
I know. Again, the dumbest shit, but again, it tickled me pink a little. I was like,
it's a little giggle.
Yeah, tickled my funny bone.
As long as I know, Truth was definitely not expecting this, and it's terrible. But again, he is so loved universally by like everybody.
You're not allowed to not like him. Like you're just not. It's against the law. I was gonna say it's against the law. You will go to jail and probably get executed. Whether your state, doesn't call, even if your state doesn't allow the death penalty, they're suddenly gonna allow it because they're just not allowed. Yeah, they're gonna like, this is an exception, bro.
It's insane. But speaking of new names potentially, on NXT, fresh off of leaving AEW officially, Mariah May makes her debut. I audibly went, because it's been like a week, dude.
I know.
I don't even know if I talked about it last week. Like, She wasn't on the roster anymore, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's gonna go to WWE." I was like, "Yeah, chill, cool." I mean, as she should, because she's gonna have a good time.
Yeah, but let's wait till it happens, you know?
Yeah, and then NXT makes the most sense.
Well, the women are fucking treated with the respect they deserve.
Fair. And Tony Khan, you have a 4-hour show and you have 3 women matches. Fuck right off.
Oh, it said one of the wrestling pages said that 12 minutes in 4 hours. 12 minutes were for the women.
God can suck my dick because ain't no way. That's ridiculous. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Mariah May. I'm just very excited for her and all the things she's going to be doing. Obviously, she'll win the NXT Women's title, as she should. The only downside is we probably won't get any... It's probably not going to be gay anymore, and that sucks. It's Pride Month. She's not going to be kissing girls anymore on NXT. It'd be a lot cooler if she was.
Yeah, she ain't going to be kissing.
Need 2 hands. Need 2 hands. What can I say? Yeah, it's just... I'm very excited for Mariah. It's going to be great. I'm so happy for her. Another return, kind of, on Dynamite last night. We talked about 12 minutes. In said 12 minutes of possible women's things, Ty Mello returned to save Anna Jay. So Ty Mello, or Tay J is back. I will say, when Harley comes back, I need her to want to fight Tay Mello because Anna Jay is hers now.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, where the fuck were you, bro, making kids and, playing mom?
Making kids with Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, she's like, for shame.
Shame.
Your name is on the death note for that.
So we talked about 12 minutes and 4 hours. That's the thing for AEW this week. Well, next week, they decided, you know what? You know what's crazy? Instead of 1 week of a 4-hour show, let's do 2 weeks of a 4-hour show. So next week is also 4 hours.
Is it because they're combining, because there's going to be no Collision this week, right? Or am I mistaken?
I don't think so, because Collision was technically, it even said it on TV. It was Dynamite, and then if you scrolled to 10 o'clock, it said AEW Collision.
Yeah, I think that's why they're airing them back to back because of NBA. So they're like, yeah, no.
4 hours, it's excessive. It's...
Oh, trust me, I know.
Sammy and Tay back-to-back segments was a personal terrorist threat. Jesus. That's fair. Yeah, I was like, Sammy... Tay's chill, but Sammy... I also saw something that Sammy apparently turned Darby down to climb Everest, but they used to talk about it all the time before he had kids and stuff. I was like, just go away. Go to the mountain with him. Well, he barely climbed as of right now.
He I was gonna say, I think he's still making his way back down.
We'll never know. I have no updates yet. I haven't seen an update yet.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's fine.
I see what you did there, Matt. I have to watch Hostel for getting off on Sunday, so I see. Very clever. I still need to watch it. I'll do it tomorrow. I promise. Real quick. I need wrestling fans, I'm going to put in quotes, to stop stalking women wrestlers specifically and doxing WWE women wrestlers specifically. So, in the past, Sonya Deville had a stalker that broke into her house. Y'all remember this?
I do remember that.
Rhea had a stalker send stuff to her house. Asuka is scared to still kind of go in public because of a stalker. Liv Morgan's stalker was arrested at the PC 2 nights ago, or last night, I don't remember which one. And now there is not only a page on Twitter that asks, again, this is not me saying it, is Roxanne Perez dead yet? That's a Twitter page. I don't know if it was that same page, but someone decided to put Roxanne Perez's address on Twitter. So
Justin,
WWE finally got involved.
Justin, you came at a pretty dark time, bro.
Oh yeah, hi Justin.
We're talking about like death threats and shit towards
It's insane. Like, you wonder why they don't want to be open with their lives or want to do like these types of meet and greet things, because people, specifically men, are creepy and scary. And I hate that. Especially Roxanne, who is, I think, your age, if not younger than you.
I think she is my age. Let me look it up. Also, because I'm on Safari. No, we don't have to pay for our checked bags because we got it before. So yeah, she is. Yeah, she's 23. She's the same year, but in November.
Yeah, so the same age as Savannah, and Savannah's a child. 23 is a child.
I'm like, hi. I'm like, that's
Rhea
me.
Ripley is my age. Not even 30 yet. I don't remember how old Rosca is off the top of my head, but also very young. Same with Liv Morgan. They're all very young women's wrestlers. And men, again, specifically, are being extra creepy. Now, granted, this probably happens to a lot of women wrestlers, but most recently it has been like those few women that we have been seeing that happening to.
Also, I don't know what goes through like those fucking airheads that think, I don't know if they think it's flattering or like, oh look, I'm doing all this for you. In the stalkers regard, with the death threats, that's just a whole other level of fucked up. But with the stalking, it's almost like do you think they enjoy this, or do you think like, oh, if they see I did this for them or for her, she'll want to be with me, or she'll be impressed, or she'll think I'm nice or whatever? Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Like, literally go get some mental help. Good fucking lord. It makes me sad. Like Adam Pearce tweeted today, he's like, I saw it. Like, he didn't like mention it by name, but like everyone knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, he's like, if you know, I saw it. And
yeah, it's being dealt with internally now because it's gone too far.
Well, yeah, someone.
It went too far with the Twitter page saying, "Is she dead yet?" Because that's insane.
Like, do you seriously have nothing better to do with your sad life? Like,
they don't. That's the problem. Like, go touch grass. I hate it. Those type of people are manhood part, or have manhood part dysfunctions. True. Oh yeah, 100%. It's insane. I hate it. Protect your women wrestlers.
Which is sad that you have to even say that.
Exactly. Like, the fact that I have to say that in 2025. I hate them. What a fucking mood. I do too. Okay. Anything you have to bring to the table?
Yeah, because we were talking about releases, and I don't know if you saw, but apparently The Miz has removed everything like WWE related from his socials. And I'm like, no! I'm like, he's next! I'm like mentally preparing myself because I'm like, fuck no, please, not The Miz. I still want to meet him.
No thoughts? No, head empty, no thoughts. Miz potentially Karrion Kross might also not extend his contract either, which at this point I don't blame him because he's very much over with fans and they don't do anything with him. I still think it should have been Karrion Kross in Money in the Bank. But no, you put El Grande Americano in Money in the Bank. For what? I hate it.
Paul Quebec's just... apparently it's TKO behind this shit, like as far as the releases or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know if it's budget cuts. That's usually their go-to excuse. But I'm like, you can't say in your fucking post shows, your media scrums, oh, we had record-breaking sales. We're breaking all these records with attendance and tickets and all that. You can't say that bullshit and then blame budget cuts as the reason you're releasing people with that, like R-Truth and shit. Like,
no. They do it every time. It's unfortunately that's how they do it. It's why they do it. It is a business, and I understand that, but you could go about it in such a better way.
Right.
Also, during Dynamite last night, Tony Khan had a big announcement. Guys, huge announcement. Wasn't even Tony Khan saying it, A. B, we all fucking knew it was happening anyways because we're smart. Okada, Omega, 5 at Yallin. Winner takes all. Winner takes all, if you will.
Winner takes y'all. And oh my god, if you would have told me that I was gonna see that shit live, I would have called you a fucking liar. I'm gonna see a Kenny v Okada match. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that made me rethink my fit choice, but I was like, nah, bro, I can't. It's Yallin. It's Yallin. I gotta go with the cowboy. I got to.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always do a little something for Kenny beforehand, like, or a different day. You can always do something for Kenny.
That is true. That is very true.
But yeah, Yallin, Hangman. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like it's right there, you know. It's there. Right there. Like, come on.
It's right there.
Yeah, like, what are we doing here? Yeah. But like, just seeing it happen, I was like, for a split second, I reconsidered. I was like, no, I can't. I'm excited, but I can't.
Can't do that. Come on now. Oh, okay. Anything else?
That is it. That's all.
Okay. Today in women's wrestling history, today is June 5th. Raw 2023, 2 years ago, we had Becky Lynch defeating Sonya Deville. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defeating Caitlyn Donna.
To Rousey, not Shayna Baszler. I'm like, yeah, not you. Not you, Shayna. You could put me in any submission hold you want, girl. Like, it's so fucking cool. It'll hurt like hell. It'll be like, this is awesome, with like tears running down my cheeks and like my arm dislocating. I have insurance.
For real. Like, have you seen I don't know who she is, the girl who like got like Rhea to do all of her moves on her.
Yes, and I'm like, that is goals, dude. That is fucking goals.
Literally goals. It's not fair. Good things happen to people who aren't me. It's not fair. And then Zoe Stark defeated Natalya.
All right.
Matt said, curl your hair, dye part of it blonde, and wear a CM Punk is okay with me shirt for Kenny.
No. Also, if I'm going to dye my hair partially blonde, I'm going to go the Seth Rollins route, bro.
The Seth Rollins? Just
yeah, like the patch, which... at first, I was like, no, he looks fucking dumb. But that's because I was a hater, bro, because I was such an Ambrose fan. But now looking back with a different perspective, I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. I'd do that. But it's got to be a bitch to take care of. Or like letting that shit grow out and stuff. And, you know, if you want to change it up.
I think that's why at one point he was like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, yeah, I know. I talked about changing my hair for y'all but at this point we're just saving for the trip itself. It might have to wait till after the trip. It probably won't happen honestly until maybe like late, like end of the year. I'm not gonna lie. Just because Jimo's birthday's on August, and then I want to start saving again. Just kind of if I'm gonna take a deep like dive into my savings, which is fine. That's kind of what you do for your for trips and stuff. Like I want to start rebuilding, so I have some fallback. So
I get you.
But my little side hustle, I should be able to do it. Like it'll double the speed, getting like on top of my day job and then my side hustle. There we go.
Nice man is out here making money moves.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I want to treat us for y'all all right? Like I want to go to Buc-ee's. I want to go to Six Flags.
She's trying to sugar mama over there.
Well, he's gonna help too, but it's
he better.
Because technically, since this is like my trip that I invited him on, and we're staying at my aunt's house, like I feel like I kind of have a bigger responsibility in that regard, as far as the itinerary goes,
Okay, fair.
But like food and stuff and like all that, like no, yeah, he's gonna help. Or like if we gotta fill the car with gas, he's gonna help out with that.
Exactly. If he doesn't, let me know.
Ooh, I'm like, you got paid that good ass AEW money, bro. I don't want to throw that in his face, though. I'm not going to, but I'm just like,
you got that AEW check.
No, seriously. Like he told me how much he was getting paid. I was like, damn, but like it made me happy for him. Like I was like, dang. Just showing up, he got paid. Like even when in Albuquerque, when he was just security, like a security guard, he still got paid pretty damn well. I was like, that's great though, Yeah, I'm like, and you're getting your face out there. Hopefully, they said that like if they're in like the Southwest area, that they'll probably start reaching out. I'm like, that's good. Tell them to come fucking back to El Paso.
Oh, Savannah, baby, you're gonna have to be waiting. You're gonna be waiting at least another year.
Well, because we got mad at got mad at Tony Khan because he was like, please come back. He's like, oh, I love the enthusiasm. But he's totally like, like deflect. Oh, is it deflecting? Avoiding it? He was kind of like, and then we kept chanting pay-per-view, pay-per-view. I'm like, look, TNA gave us a damn pay-per-view, all right? And we did fucking awesome.
That's true. Isn't it crazy? You got a TNA pay-per-view and no AEW pay-per-view. I mean,
I know, right?
Technically,
no, but bro, yeah.
That is the first. This is the first episode you've said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I've kind of started mentioning with Katie like more often. But yeah, it's
she's been keeping it low key.
Kind of, yeah. I mostly post about him like on my close friends. That's it.
Yeah.
On Instagram. But what was I gonna say, Katie? It was about y'all in something about that. Oh yeah, Tejas again. Tejas is a whole trip in itself. Just going to Dallas. That's a trip. That is a trip.
I get it.
It's not like a quick commute.
I understand. I drove the other side of Pennsylvania. It took me like 6 hours.
It's longer than that, Katie.
Well, I have a small state.
I know.
But still. And I'll be adding another hour onto that when I drive to Jersey.
Joyzy.
Yeah, for SummerSlam.
All grown up, I know.
Look
at me.
Look at us. She's so cute. All right, well, Savannah, we're on to the wrestlers of the week. So why don't you go ahead and give us your tag team?
Well, yeah, like I mentioned, I'm no longer single. Yay! And I talked about my boyfriend, Gmo. He is one of the wrestlers. And bro had his AEW debut last Saturday at Collision. He was obviously one of the jobbers, but hey, it was a good match. Obviously, it was a great match. It was the best match I've ever seen. Best 2 minutes ever. That's what she said.
I was gonna say it, but I was like, I can't.
No, yes, it's okay. But they faced him and his tag team partner Cosmo Orion. They go by the tag team name Aerospace. They faced off against the Gates of Agony. Go watch the match. If you got 2 minutes, you're sitting on the toilet, you need to go to bed, you could watch that match really quick. It was 2 minutes. But
can't say you were the only single viewership was going to tank from. No, the Simps target me. Savannah's been clear.
Not only that, I was lucky enough to get Gmo, so I'm like, I don't think there was any Simps. But that is why I'm wearing the Ben 10 jacket, because his character is heavily inspired by Ben 10. But I forgot to wear his shirt because I've been doing a bunch of shit all day. So I was like, this is the closest thing I got. And so I wore my Ben 10 jacket. But yeah, they had their big match. Obviously it was only 2 minutes. And it is crazy because when we watch these indie wrestlers, they're just we don't know who these people, but for us, It was a big deal. If you go and watch the match, guys, you'll hear us chanting for them. We'll go, oh, Cosmo, right?
Cute.
Yeah, and even the guys told us that J-Mo and Cosmo told us on Friday. They're like, yeah, that the people backstage are like, you guys are really over here. They're the crowd was over. You're over with the crowd, and they're like, well, yeah, we're from here. So
we live here, man.
Yeah, so it was really fun to watch. I was so proud. He spotted me because I was sitting ringside right by the timekeeper. So luckily he was able to spot me. And again, it's just weird how things work out. His tag team corner was a corner that was facing right at me where I was sitting, and he saw me, and then I blew him some kisses. It was that's why if you saw it on my story, the spotted, it was a little bit after that. He just kept looking at me, and I was like, I wanted to cry. It was just amazing and he didn't tell me either, but he told me that he found out the first match of Collision. That's when he found out that they were gonna have a match. So,
shit!
But yeah, it was.
He appeared on Dynamite in the
that's another thing.
Frat house.
He was part of the frat house. He got body slammed by Powerhouse.
Bow wow.
Yeah, I was like that sounds like
Gmo ate that fucking spine buster. Good lord.
I know. Dude,
Gmo's a little baby compared to Powerhouse.
No, yeah. Oh, he's also Powerhouse. But yeah, because I kept joking with him. I was like, bro, you're gonna go up against I kept saying the Hurt Syndicate. I was like, you're gonna get the Hurt Syndicate.
They hurt people.
But it's a close second with
close second.
I was gonna say they're big fucking dudes. And it's funny because we had a little watch party at his dad's.
Cute.
And they were showing like the the video segment, the vignette.
Yeah.
And Jimo was like, that's who we went up against, because he doesn't really watch AEW. He doesn't really keep up that much. He's like, that's who we went up against. He was like, those do not seem like the guys that we went. They were so nice. And they were
Gates Agony?
Yeah, he was like, those are the, because they're showing him be all mad and bad
totally,
and,
totally.
yeah, like
Badass
badass and tough.
I've met him.
Yeah, he was like, they were so like badass and tough, so then they're hurting people and shit, and the vignette makes them look dangerous. He's like, that's who we went up against. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's who you fucking went up against. He's like, they were the nicest people ever. What do you mean that's who we went up? Yeah, I'm so proud. I'm hoping that's not the last time we see him on television. I'm very proud of him. I'm super happy for him. And he's worked so hard. I mean, on Valentine's Day, he dislocated his elbow. And even then, he's not really back at 100%. He can't fully extend his elbow. So he's still kind of working around that. But even then, he's come so far. Because, like, look at him now. I know he's talked to me. Like, he's vented about, like, about his journey and everything. And he's like, I won't go into detail because obviously that's not my place to talk about it publicly. But he's vented and stuff, talking about his journey. So it makes me extra happy knowing what he's told me and seeing him out there doing the damn thing. Again, it was a 2-minute match and people may not realize, they just see these jobbers. But again, I've seen how hard both him and Cosmo have worked. They travel as often as they can. They drive to Denver, which is like 10 hours. They drive to Dallas, which is also 10 hours. They went to Vegas, 11 hours. They drove 11 hours to Vegas for Mania weekend, and their commitment to the business. And I'm not saying this is like the same isn't said for like the other indie wrestlers, but it gave me a whole new perspective for those who do show up and, go up against like the Big Show or like Omos and stuff, the ones that they need like to squash. Like, we see them as jobbers, but they're also probably incredibly hard workers, just committed to the business, just trying to get their name out there. So I'm very happy for them, super proud, and you should go watch the match. It's 2 minutes long.
2 minutes long.
What's up, Jess?
What up, Jalen?
So yeah, they're my only tag team because I think they deserve the entire spotlight. So just them.
Okay. I was gonna go with Paragon and Danny Garcia because Adam Cole. But I'm going to give it to Tony and Mina and Julia and Sky Blue. Because, ladies, one of the only matches on a 4-hour fucking show.
Bad Tony. Bad Tony Khan.
Ridiculous. He sucks. Like, it can't be excused anymore. Like
why?
All of these women.
4-hour
show, and you still ran over. And you're telling me you couldn't have more than two women segments?
Let me see what they have for like the summer, whatever they're calling it. The summer blockbuster. So we got Megan Bain and Penelope Ford against Ty J.
Okay.
So that's 4 women, 1 match so far. Okay, we got Toxic Spider against Queen Aminata. So 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, we got a 3rd match. We got Toni Storm versus Julia Hart. Is it a women's title match? Okay, no, I don't think it's a title match, but
no.
But it's okay. That's 3. Okay, I guess Tony Khan heard us before we actually said it. But I want at least one more, bro. At least one more.
At least 1 per hour. That's what I say. Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I knew about Tony and Julia. And I knew Tekla and Queen Aminata were going to be, but the tag match...
That one was announced like earlier, I think around the time we started the show, because it said like 30 minutes or something. That's why
I haven't seen. All right, so your famales, your women's.
I have 2. One, I got to see live for the first time. She won her match against Sky Blue, Mina Shirakawa. I love her entrance music, just... Like, it's just such a vibe. You can't help but dance. I love it. I love her. Timeless Toni Storm came to save her afterwards. You didn't see this on Collision. They didn't show this on Collision, but they were like hugging and stuff, and they were about to kiss, and then she carries her like bridal style out of the ring. I'm like, I love everything about this.
We love the gays.
Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And then the second one, again, back to special moments. I'm giving it to, okay, this is a little bit of spoiler, but I think it's already on Honor Club, but I'm giving it to Thunder Rosa because I also got to see her live for the first time She had a women's tag team match for Ring of Honor. It was really surreal to see her, especially given I was supposed to see her defend the women's championship at Brawl Out 2022. And unfortunately, that did not happen because she was hurt. She had to relinquish the belt.
Mm-hmm.
But something even better happened. Because, again, like I mentioned, I sat right where the timekeepers were, and she was off to the side, right where I was sitting. So I decided to go up to her and talk to her. And I told her I said, you probably don't remember, but I met you virtually, and I was supposed to see you online at All Out in 2022, but you were hurt. So I told her about how she's a big inspiration to me, being Hispanic in the wrestling community, and how this is like a dream come true to be just talking to her, and how she's always served as an inspiration for me, and that this is a dream come true. And I was able to take a selfie with her. I have not posted it yet, but I took a selfie with her and my friend that I went to the show with, who's training right now. She's a referee, but she is training to be a wrestler. So yeah, I got to meet her finally. I finally met Thunder Rosa
in person, not virtually.
Not virtually. It was in person. Only 22. Yeah, about almost 3 years later. Better late than never. But yeah, it was just it didn't feel real, honestly, because it was just also I had to talk, over the loud freaking, pyro and stuff from Collision. Oh, yeah. But I just had to. She was right there, and I was just like, this is like my only chance, because I don't know when's the next time I'm going to be able to. And I took it, and I finally got to meet her. So yeah, she's also my pick of the week, because I've mentioned before, you guys can go back and watch how much she's inspired me. She was
all Yu-Gi-Oh, but also tarot. Yes, Heart of the Cards.
Yes. So, I have the Darby Allin one. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, I remembered.
Okay, sorry. But I've mentioned before that, like, again, she is such good representation for Hispanic women in wrestling, and she's a good inspiration, and she's a good, like, representation of, our people who, again, especially in this fucked up country right now, where people look at us as lesser than, people think we're, like, just seeing all the shit happening with ICE, whether people are legal or not. Like, all this shit that's happening just because of our ethnicity, just because of the country we're from. She's the reason, like, she shows that, look, we're just as good, if not, we could be fucking better than them. So, yeah, and I've cried about it before. I'm not going to cry right now, but I've cried about it before. So the fact that I finally got to meet her and just personally thank her for being an inspiration, bucket list goals right there.
Matt said Katie's inspiration to me. She might not be Hispanic, but she's peace.
I mean, Katie is an inspiration to me, but for different reasons. I look up to you, Katie. Like, honestly, that's why I vent to you about, like, shit. I'm like, because I know I can trust Katie.
That's me.
Yes, that is you.
Let her cry. Let the tears fall down like rain.
No. It's good. It's good. I already cried about it. And I went even deeper last time. This is when she won the title, so you can go back and watch that when I got extra deep.
I remember. Ooh. I was there.
Yes, you were.
It'd be kind of weird if I wasn't.
I know. You'd be like, why'd you hijack the show?
I'm like, how'd you do that?
You're like, huh? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck, I love that picture so much. My pick, my famale, my womans, Stephanie Vaquer. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! She's going to Money in the Bank. She's pulling double duty that day.
I know. She's going to be at Worlds Collide too, right?
Yeah. Her and Lola Vice are taking on Thylis and Chick Tormenta, who I don't watch, so I don't know, like, them.
You know what is crazy, though? Since WWE bought AAA, there's a couple of the wrestlers that I've personally met, and now it's just crazy to see them, like, affiliated with WWE. Like Pagano, he's one of the wrestlers that I met. I actually, if you go to my photography page, I've taken pictures of his match that he had here in El Paso. And then another one is Psycho Clown. He had a match here also.
He's gonna be on Worlds Collide, yeah.
Yeah, and the guys fucking make fun of me. It's because I was really tired that day. All right, I was really tired.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. It's because, like, we had, like, this little ottoman, because we used to have couches, but we've been really changing the backstage into like more of a gym area, so we don't have the couches anymore, which we were pretty upset. It's because we rent out the building to this boxing coach who teaches like boxing lessons and stuff, and I think like self-defense or something. He got rid of the couches without telling anybody. We call him Buff Tom Hanks because he looks like Tom Hanks if he was like really buff. Yeah. But I think him or one of his clients, I think, stole my black leather jacket that I used to wear. Because I remember leaving it backstage and no one would ever touch it. They would just leave, if it wasn't yours, you just leave it there.
Yeah.
And I have not been able to locate it since he started having people train.
Fuck?
And these people have had a history of stealing stuff. So I was like, I don't know. But anyways. So yeah, Psycho Clown, he was here for like a show, and I was sitting on this little ottoman because again, it's the one thing we have left other than just regular chairs, and I was really tired, so I was kind of like zoning out, and apparently he was trying to shake my hand, and I was like, oh shit, so like Gmo had to like hey, like get my attention. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and they're like. And then, of course, to this day, like, well, how fucking rude of you. You did that to a legend. You ignored him. I was like, you probably think you're too good for him. I'm like, no, bitch.
They're going to be writing dirt sheets about you, Savannah.
Right? And I was like, oh my. And again, I didn't even realize it was him because he was unmasked. And it wasn't until I noticed the gear. And I didn't notice I noticed the gear. I was like, oh, shit. And, of course, they make fun of me. They're like, oh, my God, you're so disrespectful. I'm like, I fucking hate you guys. I was not being deliberately disrespectful. And I said sorry.
Psycho Clown.
Yeah, but I also love his entrance music. If you go like, it's
I'll
amazing.
see it on Saturday. Maybe.
Yes, you will. You will. Well, maybe. I'll hopefully they'll post like a clip on Twitter of his entrance, and then I'll be like, yeah, that's his entrance music.
I was gonna say they're doing the entirety of Worlds Collide, which I think is crazy, is gonna be on their YouTube, like on YouTube, which is insane.
That is insane. But I'll see. But yeah.
Yeah, it's early Saturday, so it's 3 p.m. for me, so it'd be
1 p.m. for me. I go to work on at 2 though, damn it. All right.
Well, you can at least catch some of it.
Oh yeah, or just text me and be like, Psycho Clown's on, and then I'll just go to the bathroom and be like, let me see, just to see his entrance. But yeah, back to the main point. My woman's is all right. You said your woman's is. Yeah, my man's is. I got Dose. So one, he won his match last night. He retained his international championship in a fatal 4-way. I saw Kenneth Jerome, and of course he's gonna go to All In versus Okada, who's my other pick. It's Okada because I got to see him live for the first time in a one-on-one match against Anthony Bowens. Shout out, because it didn't process, or maybe my brain just didn't want to get my hopes up or something.
God damn it!
Gracias. I don't know if my brain just didn't want to get my hopes up or something, but it's also because it's kind of confusing, the international championship and the continental championship. So when they were like,
the same fucking thing in a few weeks.
So yeah, when Anthony Bowens came out, the announcer was like, oh, this is a exhibition match for like the continental championship exhibition match. And I was like, continental? I was like, no, this can't be Okada. So I'm trying to Google it, and then the fucking coin drop. And so I fucking lost it. I was so fucking tired, but that coin drop just woke me the fuck up. So yeah, bucket list goals, seeing Okada live. And I'm going to see him live a second time at Y'all against Kenny.
Which is so crazy.
I'm so excited. I know. I'm so excited.
What a fucking mood. Ow! Pull my headphone. I have one. He is no longer part of No Quarter Catch crew. His baby Randy, Miles Bourne. He's just cute, little cute patootie. He's just hanging out. He's cool.
He's just having a great
time. Yeah. He's just chill. And he doesn't have to deal with Charles Baby Regal Dempsey anymore.
There you go.
Which is good. Thank God. Like that. Like you have Tavion Heights in that group, who is phenomenal. Had a match against Mike Santana last week, and then Renzi is just there. Nobody fucking likes her. And then Miles Bourne, Baby Randy, who is incredible, took on Obafemi last week. Like, come on now, or 2 weeks ago, whatever the fuck Battleground was. And then Charles, Baby Regal. That is the entirety of the faction. Just Splinter. Ren can just go do nothing. Charles can be Baby Regal and do Baby Regal things. Tavion can thrive like he got to do in Japan. And Miles can be Baby Randy.
Get practicing war games like his dad.
War games.
War games. That's literally all William Regal has to do. That's like, get your money for saying just that. That's all.
Get
your bread. Yeah.
Get the money. All right. So we're here at question of the week.
Yes.
Now, I said it on the show last week at the very end of the show. I was like, I think it'd be cool if we did like wrestlers as tarot cards. Now, for those who don't know, this is a tarot card. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It's just one. It's not a ton of like super crazy meaning, but like this is what a tarot card looks like. You know, it has something on the front, a picture, and then like a name.
And it's kind of again free for all, like.
Kind of. So a lot of them are like, one card I know that is in almost every tarot deck is I am not the devil. That was Adam Cole. One is like the High Priestess. That is a card. And like the Queen of Cups and
the Emperor,
stuff like that.
I just looked up tarot card examples. The Fool. That's me, bro.
Mood. So I was like, well, we can do something with that. And Savannah immediately had an idea.
There is the Hanged Man.
The most hanged man in the business.
Fuck yeah. All right. Anyways. All right. So the one that I had was for Mr. Darby Allen. You know, he's trying to get... he's trying to climb down the Mount Everest as we're speaking. It was just right there. Darby Allen's tarot card is... The Dead Man Walking.
I love that.
Because, bro gets hit by a bus. Bro gets hit by a bus again. Bro jumps through glass tables and lives
it's
real
like
glass.
Kind of set on fire.
Gets set on fire.
Or no,
breaks his
or did he
foot.
Did he set? Oh no, he set Jack Perry on fire. Regardless.
Veto. Matt is vetoing me. Why?
Because Matt wants Darby instead of him walking.
He is dead. He's just walking.
He's a dead man walking. Oh no, we're not like that. Relax. Also, we don't like Taker anymore, anyways.
And Taker's just the dead man. He's not walking.
And maybe because his music used to be "Dead Man Walking."
Well, it used to be. That's in the past.
Used to be. Keyword. Too close. That's fine. You don't have a veto on this show. I told you.
And Katie said she loved it. That's what matters.
I thought it was great. It was cool. All right, but I have a bunch of other names of wrestlers, and we're just gonna, go through and, like Savannah did, like come up with names.
I have all the vetoes. Oh no, he's the president. He's gonna sign all the executive orders now.
Well, they don't pass through the Supreme Court, which is me. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, I took classes about this shit before. All right, so next up, we're going to do Alexa Bliss.
Now,
again, there's so many you can choose from. Like, now you could do just, like, what their gimmick is. So, I mean, she was at one point the goddess. You could do that. Or you could, like, we can think of something, like, completely different.
Yes. Hold on. Alexa Bliss. All right. Tarot cards. Am I looking at them?
I was gonna say, they don't have to be, like, actual.
No, I know, but just to kind of, like...
give yourself an idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't there a jester card? I mean, there is a fool.
I was thinking like the doll, because she's got a doll and she's kind of, but
yeah, like the doll. I mean,
speaking of dolls, did you hear that Annabelle's missing?
Is she still missing? I think they found her.
So. Or did they find her? Hold on.
I don't know. I love the memes that people are making, like the TikToks of her just like running, like it's just like a child like dressed up as Annabelle running around. Very funny. Love that. Can't Darby Allin be the jester because he's a clown?
Oh yeah, back 3 days ago, back in custody.
Oh, 3 days ago. Back in custody is crazy. She's a wanted criminal.
Well, bro, I wouldn't want that shit around me. I'm like, oh.
Guys, this is why you don't want to move her. That's why the Warrens were very careful when they used to take her.
Where is the Warrens? Like, where do they keep all their shit?
Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say it's like someplace in like Virginia.
I'm gonna look it up.
Is where they have like the majority of the haunted things that they've used. But yeah, we can do the doll for Alexa.
Oh, it's in Connecticut.
Connecticut, damn it. I was close. I think it was somewhere in that region.
No, yeah, I'm like, I saw it was missing. I was like, fuck that shit, bro.
Annabelle, don't you fucking come near me, baby.
Nah, bitch, no.
No.
I think it's even scarier, honestly, that it's just a regular Raggedy Ann doll. I feel like that makes it a little more terrifying. Because it looks innocent.
Yeah.
It looks deceive you. Whereas, like the movie
porcelain doll that they use in the movies, also equally creepy, but like a Raggedy Ann.
But like yeah, I was gonna say that one you're more likely to like, you know, you're gonna fall for it. You're gonna be deceived because it's just a Raggedy Ann doll. But no one in their right mind except that bitch who's has a collection, you know, who let the doll into the house in the first place with the baby on the way. Yeah, with the baby on the way. She let that creepy shit in her fucking house. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You deserved it. Your poor baby deserves better.
Deserved.
Yeah. Hope you learned your lesson, bitch.
Damn.
But anyway. Next one.
Next is Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair. Okay.
And it's... She's so many things.
The fastest, the strong,
the roughest, the toughest, the quickest, the baddest.
She reminds me of like those statues like in the freaking European museums of like the statue of David and because of like the way she's built. She's like a statue, bro.
Because she's super muscular and beautiful.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So we could call it like we could make her the statue.
No, but I need another cooler name for that. Let me look it up.
I like that you're like getting into this. I fucking love tarot. I love getting my fortune read. It's some people don't believe it.
The monument, see?
The monument? Okay. She is, as she should be. Monument. All right. Adam Cole. Baby.
The devil. No, I'm just kidding.
We could.
He was the devil, but now he's just back to being Chugs again. The Chugs.
He's just Chugs. The Chugs.
The Chugs.
Oh, you got a new dog?
What?
You got a dog.
Aww.
She's a cute little puppy. So cute. He said, my new roommate. And I was like, that's absolutely adorable. I wish we could like make it for like undisputed, because like that's been like part of it for like the majority of his career. Because he did Undisputed Era, there's Undisputed like Kingdom at one point. They dubbed him at one point the Panama City Playboy. Now, we could call him the Paragon.
The Paragon?
Because that's what their fucking faction name is now.
Yeah, I know, I get you. I'm just seeing. Is there any way, I'm trying to see if there's a way to put the word undisputed into a noun. But I guess not. Yeah, we can put Paragon, the Paragon. Because, yeah.
I miss Undisputed Era. Not Robert Fish Sr. the 8th, though, because, like, everyone else, like, as Undisputed Era, not as this. Robert Fish. What he's doing now?
I know, right? I don't know what the fuck he's up to.
Robert Fish Sr. the 18th, specifically. I'm just gonna change it every time because it's funny. All right, Tony Storm.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the timeless one. The actress.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to keep it more like vintage, more like 1920s.
The starlet.
Is that what it's called?
I think that's what they used to call them.
Hold on, let me see.
So double check me. That sounds very 20s.
It does sound. Let me look up what does starlet mean?
Not to be confused with Scarlett, who's
A
just
young
gorgeous.
actress with aspirations to become a star. Hold on.
I actually do love that you're just like,
because they need to have a dope name. That's why I feel like with the card, especially like a tarot card, I feel like you need to have like.
Oh yeah. That's why like they're very like interesting. They all have like specific meanings, of course, but I've always wanted to get into tarot, but it's a lot of work and I don't have the time to do that. So
They keep giving me flapper, but she's not a flapper.
No.
The it girl. I think Starlet's fine.
The Starlet?
Yeah.
All right. Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Okay.
Either something with mommy or like brutality. I feel like kind of have to be like
The Brutalist. I don't know.
Isn't that a movie?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it is
because it is a movie. Yeah.
Boo! They used AI in that movie. Boo! They used AI in the fucking accents. Like,
how the fuck do you do that?
I don't know, but they did it. And Adrian Brody won over like Sebastian Stan, who killed it. But whatever, it's fine. I'm not bitter at all. I mean, like the brutal one instead of like the brutalist.
Yeah, hold on. There's because like in games, like you have like a specific like not a rank, but it's like you have a specific type of like if you're a superhero. Hold on. Like you're like a that's where I got brutalist from. Like
like in like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing.
Yeah,
you're like
exactly.
A druid or you're
exactly. That's kind of also
okay. I think I'd be considered like a class, maybe
a class. I think that is. Oh, I did get it from the South Park game, Brutalist.
I know some nerdy shit. I'm very proud of myself.
Rhea could be the assassin.
I mean,
if you don't want to go with Brutalist,
I'm down to put assassin.
Yes.
Is that you playing with like your pop socket?
Yeah, I'm like.
I can tell. I know that sound anywhere. I do that all the time. Assassin. All right. AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. The soccer mom. No, I'm just kidding.
The phenomenal one.
I feel like he's been, well, in his prime, he was all around.
Now
what is Netherborn? Hold on. That's
Alan.
a cool one. The uncle.
The uncle. That's funny. I like that. You're doing a lot of research. I'm very proud. If I can find a way to if I can find a cool way to do it, I'll try and like make these. Like not like, oh maybe I don't know. I don't know if I'll like like print them or anything, but like maybe if I can attempt to make them.
Like, yeah, I get you.
Because I think that'd be fun.
Hold on.
Okay, you're good. You're on a mission.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I said, what is a D&D class that involves being an all-around character? If you want to do a little bit of everything, the Bard is a great choice.
The Bard? I feel like the Bard is usually like a music thing.
That's what I thought. Here, let me see.
From my little knowledge of D&D.
What is the Bard in D&D?
What is the Bard?
Yeah, it uses music performance and magic to support allies, control enemies, and inspire others.
Well, he does inspire.
But he doesn't do anything with music. That's more like Elijah or Elias. Because bro even has the guitar and stuff.
Whatever brother he is.
Or cousin or whatever family member he is.
Make Kevin's crash the fuck out every week, man.
I know. Ooh, he could be a monk, a martial artist who uses Kai to perform feats of strength and agility. I feel like AJ's got a little bit of both.
Monk. I like it. He's the monk with the most fabulous hair a monk has ever seen.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, next. Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
Had to pull the voice back out, of course. I think, to hear me out, since it's Pride Month and she's very much for the people, us people, the ally.
Okay, I fucks with it.
Especially because like her face mask is like
gay. That sounds so bad, but yeah, it is.
I said it too when I saw it. I was like, oh my god, it's gay! I love it.
Yeah, like that's not
rainbow.
It's not to be an insult. It's it's a statement of fact. It is in fact gay.
It is. It's true. And the gears she's had too.
Yeah.
I remember like I think it was like last year or 2 years ago. She had like a really cute like gear made for Pride, but it didn't show up in time, and she was so sad. I was like, damn it. Her and Piper could have matched.
Yeah, I saw that. Poor Chelsea.
I know. All right. Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale. All right, she's a tough cookie.
Tough cookie. Ray of sunshine. Always smiling. Ow. Ow, my back. Because, like, again, do you want to lean more into, like, her being super strong or her being, like, super bubbly?
I'm going to try and lean more towards her bubbly personality.
Okay. I mean, we could quite literally call her the Ray of Sunshine.
Yeah, but I feel like that's too basic.
I'm going to probably unique.
Yeah. Oh, literally, there's one called The Sun.
Oh, yeah. Because so, the sun.
Yeah. Victory, success, joy, love. What else do you need? I feel like that's perfect.
Willow has them all.
Exactly.
She's queen. We love her. Next up, Braun Breaker.
The bulldog? I don't know.
I mean, that's funny.
The brutalist. I mean,
his dog or his dad was what, the dog-faced gremlin? So, yeah. I mean, we can call him the bulldog. He's got that dog in him.
He's got the dog in him.
The only dog I have in me is Courage, the cowardly dog. And potentially Scooby-Doo. It depends on the day.
Yeah.
That's the dog I have in me.
Or he could be the barbarian.
He could be the barbarian.
Yeah.
I mean,
a warrior class that excels in combat through raw fury and brute strength. I feel like that's way too perfect. Yeah,
that's Breaker.
Exactly.
I like that we just continue. Like it just.
Yeah.
Next up, Naomi.
Naomi.
Again, just went through that very nice heel turn. She's telling everyone to proceed with caution.
I feel like she comes off as like a witch, but like I need a different.
Like, no,
tarot cards.
I understand why that's deceiving. That's the word. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards. It's tarot cards.
Maybe a psychic.
I mean, she's like, oh.
I was like, well, she's also trying to like, maybe she's got this hindsight with when she's trying to warn people to proceed with caution. Maybe.
Oh wait, I do like that. Ooh,
the psychic.
If only Savannah, did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
Huh?
Did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
That could be so fun. Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon. I might rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh. It's on Netflix. I tried to the one day. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Reek.
I know. It's the only thing I could think of that had like cards in it. I knew people were like, whatever. I'm trying to make people happy. Whatever. Next up, Mariah May.
Mariah May. Okay.
So they call her the glamorous one. We don't. I mean, and like that's what she said on NXT, but like again, we don't know what her new name is. It'd be really cool if like she could like keep it. People were doing like
Mariah March,
Janet January, and like shit like that. Yeah, January Janet. Someone should do one for every month just to see like what she could do. Abigail August.
April.
That's funny. But she's also kind of got like that, like the Tony vibe, the like 20s starlet.
I'm just taking D&D classes, but some of them are really good.
That's okay.
For example, a rogue, a cunning, skilled thief and assassin who excel in stealth and deception.
That's Mariah.
I know the way she deceived Tony and the way she fucking attacked her with the fucking shoe and left her all bloody. No one saw it coming. No one saw it coming.
No, we really didn't either, which is crazy. They really had us fucking fooled.
Stealth.
I'm the fool. Where's my card? This is the only one I have on hand. Not fun. Nothing fun. I got this randomly. This wasn't even like one I like chose. It was like a random one I had.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got two more. Roman Reigns. Probably acknowledge.
I feel like his name's like the tribal chief head of the table. I feel like those themselves can be like
one of them.
Yeah.
Which one do we want to go with?
I think the head of the table like works.
Head of the table seems more like that's a card you want to get like when you
exactly. It seems like a rare like collector's find.
Also, I highly recommend for anyone who doesn't know tarot or doesn't necessarily like it, give it a shot. Like, it can be fun. I always do it for relationship things because I hate my love life. But the last reading I got though did not correlate with what I wanted. But sometimes that happens. All right, the final one. Sol Ruka.
Okay.
Try and find one that has to do with like the ocean or the water.
The ocean or the water, okay.
Because, surfer girl.
Okay, let me look it up.
Because I feel like that just like makes the most sense.
Let's see.
The only thing I keep thinking of, because I kept seeing stuff about Moana recently, the Heart of Te-Fiti, that's all I keep thinking about. Oh, good movie. Because I feel like there's got to be something. Oh, God. Like the... Because, like, Wave Rider doesn't sound fun.
No, that's
boring.
Let's see.
What's to do with oceans, water, waves, the beach, sand. She's also a gymnast. She's currently a champion, a double champion actually. I can't think of anything.
Hold on. Let me see.
I have my assistant over here doing research.
You know, right?
I love it though. I mean,
you said water?
Yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense.
I cannot pronounce this, but it's spelled Genasi. Genasi. Let me look it up, like the pronunciation. Hold on, because it's. Hold on. Pronunciation. I've spelled pronunciation wrong.
That's okay.
Let's see. Genesee. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. A water Genesee. It says water Genesee are a subrace of Genesee with elemental water ancestry. They are known for being patient, independent, and tranquil, but can also be destructive and fierce.
Okay.
A water Genesee. Okay. Solruka.
Shout out to Solruka. All right.
Oh shit. Sorry, it's because I'm on Instagram now. They're doing a Starcast in Texas.
Oh yeah, there you go.
For y'all. Let's see if there's someone who I would like really want to meet.
Really.
On Friday, yeah. See, all right. Yeah, Starcast will return to All In Week. Excuse me.
Bless you.
It'll be on Friday, June 11th. Luckily, I will be there. All right. Anyways.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed this. Glad I could bring a little bit of my witchiness and my nerdiness to you. Savannah, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, but mostly Instagram at y2rc_. If there's no underscore, that it's not me. That mistake has been made. I'm tired, y'all. I'm barely getting through.
It's all right. We're nearing the end here. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter, KatieRaskin13, the link tree in my bio to get everything ShElite Showcase, twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, and youtube.com/ShElite Showcase. Typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish, except if we go earlier or if we go later. That's why you subscribe to find out. Crazy. All right. Also did just write a little something about main wrestlers right now who represent LGBTQ+. So if you want to check that out, it's on my Twitter. It's also on my Substack, which is in the link tree on my bio. The whole thing. You can figure it out. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you everyone for popping in, hanging out. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Until then, bye-bye.